Hello there, digital peeps at YouTube. It is your favorite story time reader, Ms. mkgtweety, and that's what I'll be when I'm reading these children's books on the channel. I started a series back in May, June of 2020 where I read 4 children's stories, and I did it when COVID hit, and I thought, well, that to bring some comfort into the world. There's a playlist of it, so I'll link it down below. And in the description box, you can go check it out. You watch the original 4 that we read. 3 of them were Dr. Seuss. Another one is a book called Blueberry Girl, by an author who is canceled. And I'll link the video of me talking about uh, 2 of the stories that I read that are kind of canceled. I think I saw the Mulberry Straight and Blueberry Girl by Mr. Gaiman of Neil. He's canceled because of things that he has against him, and it's just we it's like I read this, this was before all this stuff came out about him, and I'm leaving the video up because I like the story, not him. I read it because it was him, and now it's like no, because there's a whole meaning behind the story and stuff. So anyway, and I'm going to pick up the series because I bought a whole bunch of kids books that we'll read throughout the year. Let's start off with that we will read for the channel. So as you can see, I'm in a comfy location, and when we read stories, we want everyone to get comfy and cozy and get your popcorn and get your drinks and get your blankies and your cuddle buddies, your stuffies and all this kind of stuff, because we're going to read a very special book today. And it's this book right here. This book is just an ordinary book. This book, it was, the author of it is my favorite servant on the whole entire planet, Tori, and the illustrations were done by a wonderful illustrator called Dementia Hodgins. And the story is called Tori and the Muses. And this is our little young character story named Tori. And she goes on an adventure with her fairies and muses. Yes, there are fairies and muses all around us. If you can, but we'll know all about them. Anybody tell me some famous fairies that you know of? There's one from Disney. It's Tinkerbell. Yeah, that's right. Well, this is not Tinkerbell kind of stuff. This is, fairies that, wonderful, wonderful fairies that do something for our main character in here. But we're going to read this together, and we're going to have a good time doing it. So I'm so excited to be doing this. This is an honor for me to read this for this channel because, and there's some caveats to this book that I will link in the description box below. First, this has an audiobook. So if you go to iTunes or wherever you get audiobooks, you can get it. And if you get it at iTunes, you can put it into a playlist and then burn it onto a CD and you have a physical copy of it. Or you can get it wherever you get audiobooks, and it's read by the author herself down in her studio at Martian Engineering in Cornwall, England. She lives in a place down there called BUDE with her husband, her sign engineer, British sign engineer husband, and she has a daughter who's studying law in DC, and she'll be 25 in September. And so there's that. So you can get the audiobook read by the author herself. There's also a soundtrack to this. It's called The Music of Tori and the Muses. And you can also get that at iTunes. It's only available digitally. You can't get it as a physical copy. But if you get it on iTunes and you put it into a playlist, you can burn a physical copy of it. Okay? And it has all the musicians that she normally works with on her albums. And it's also recorded down in her studio, like I said before, where she read the audiobook, where she's made every single album since 97, 98, down there. And there's a website to this book. I will also link that in the description box below. That'll give you why she made this book. That'll give you lyrics to the songs. There's one song that does not have lyrics. It's more of a vocalization, instrumental piece. It's just like her saying some gibberish, something like that. And that'll give you lyrics to all the songs. That'll also give you the liner notes as to, you know, all of this, who played on what kind of thing, and everything. So, and I'll link all the stuff I talked about in the description box below. And this is also in the reading playlist, so you can always go back and, excuse me, I burped it over heaps. Didn't mean to do that. Ate something and I'm tasting it, if you catch my drift. So, are we all comfy? Are we all cozy? Are we all ready to go? Because we are going to sit here and read for your reading entertainment. And I'm going to try to do this like Reading Rainbow. So, in this magical story called Tori and the Muses by Tori Amos, with illustrations by Dementia Hodgins. And she's like the best singer, songwriter, pianist ever. She's better than Taylor Swift, in my opinion. She's been out longer than Taylor Swift, and they talk about the same themes, but the redhead's been talking about it longer than Taylor Swift. So, girlfriend's been around the block a few times, and she knows what she's talking about. So here we go, Tori and the Muses. Here is the lovely pink piano, and you'll know more about this as the story goes on. So, if you want to sit there and read that. Okay, you ready? Tori loves to play the piano. There's our little girlfriend right there. One Saturday morning, Tori's father was going out, and she couldn't wait to sit down at the piano, playing all the things she wanted to play, and to imagine and dream. But her father wanted her to work on her piece for her recital. She never liked to be made to practice her boring music homework. Who hates homework, right? But, you want to get good, you gotta practice. Uh-oh. Someone's mad. Uh-oh, let's find out why. Uh-oh. But Dad, said Tori, those things are awful and not fun to play. I'm playing what I want to play, what the Muses want me to play. Her father raised his eyebrows the way he always did when she mentioned her Muses. The Muses? Tori Ellen, they're not real. They certainly can't help you play. What's very real is your recital. Those imaginary friends of yours get you into a lot of trouble. And your piano teacher and I expect you to play perfectly. Ooh. See, she wants to do what she wants to do. Defy. But he's like, no. You practice whether you like it or not, honey. That's what he's saying. Oh, look at this. Uh-oh, she's crying. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, her friend is sad. Her girlfriend's a little sad. Tori's stomach flipped inside her. I want her to hear. I want to hear these when I get back, her father said, and plunked down her assignments. Oh, tears. Oh, no. Oh, no. The best thing to do at a time like this was make a snack. Oh, something's happening here. Uh-oh, there's some stars and some glitter. Oh, what do you think's happening behind that door? Ooh, we're gonna find out. I wonder who these group of ladies are. Let's read and find out what's going on here. Just then there was a knock at the kitchen door. Who could it be? Well, Tori's Muses, of course. All 11 of them. She had met them when she was just a baby, and they visited her for all these years with magic and inspiration. With inspiration and magic. We have a surprise for you, Tori. They they underscore this magical moment with a beautiful blend of their voices, and the fairies have been working hard on it. Uh-oh, some fairies are gonna come. Oh, I wonder what the fairies have made her. We're gonna have to keep reading. Oh, because I gotta know what these fairies. Don't we all want to know what these fairies made her? Tori didn't always love surprises, but the Muses' timing was always right. Saved by the Muses once again. So there's all her. These are women, or I should say, these are beings that she can see that nobody else can, that kind of help her make music, that help her say, why don't you play this note, or play that note, or play this song, or play that song. Uh-oh, let's see what the fairies made for our little gal pal over here. Oh, wow. Oh my god. Let's see what they made. We made you a pink piano. Now you can take your music. Okay. I just want to make sure I was on the right page. We made you a pink piano. Now you can take your music and share it wherever you go. Tori loved her upright piano. This one was very special, and she knew that immediately. I love it. It is the best, beautiful piano I have ever seen. How can I ever thank you? And they gifted her a wonderful, big, baby pink colored piano with a ribbon. They put a red ribbon on it. And there's one of the fairies sprinkling magic on it. Who knew these fairies could do all this? Like, oh. Okay, let's see. Then the Muses leaned forward and used the serious voices. Not everyone finds their muses the way you did when you were just a little baby, Tori. Do you know that there are muses for every person? Everybody has them, but they can't always find them. Muses speak to us in all kinds of ways, and we want people to listen to their own. Tori nodded. She always listened when they spoke to her. And this says the prettiest red ribbon. And this is a little Easter egg that the author put in because she has a song called Not the Red Baron off of a wonderful CD called Boys for Pele, and this is a line in that song. So this is why we have, so they put the prettiest red ribbon on there with a new pink piano. Uh-oh. Well, she's up somewhere in a loft playing it, and the fairies are listening, and the muses are listening. Let's see, what's next? I don't know how to thank you for all the gifts you have given me since we met, Tori said. Play us a song. Play us something no one's ever heard before but you. The muses liked it when Tori played her own music, and they listened and smiled and swooned, and the fairies flapped and fluttered. Now, Tori, we'd like you to find out how other people discover their inspiration, how they find their muses, because everybody's either into something. Excuse me, that. Everybody's into something, and they want to know what makes people get into stuff. You know, everybody, you know, like me, I'm into childcare stuff. That's my stuff. You know, teaching preschool, and that's what I like to do, and that's, you know, my stuff. Uh-oh, let's see what's next. Uh-oh. And if you look here, the little peeps, this is another little Easter egg that the author put in. See the cute little kitties? One's named Easter and one's named Cajun. And they are named after two specific things in two different songs. So there's a song off of the author's CD called Little Earthquakes, and the song's called Crucify, and in it she states, I know a cat named Easter, so there's where the Easter comes from. And Cajun, because she has a song called Wednesday, Persian or Caucasian on a Wednesday. So that's where those come from, if you're interested. So let's see what this says. So Tori set out to take her most beautiful piano for a walk through the town, with the help of the fairies, of course. She felt so lucky that her muses She had her muses to inspire and help her. But what about other people? What about her friends? What about her dad? Did he have muses? She hoped so. She wasn't really sure. I'm just taking a peanut. There's a little dachshund. Someone's walking dogs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Coming up on somebody here. Okay. All right, you ready? Tori continued to walk through the town and was excited to see her friend Blake. He always had his box of bugs with him, and he loved them as much as Tori loved her music. Now, Tori wasn't much of a bug person, except for maybe a pretty little ladybugs. I like ladybugs too, and butterflies. But she liked Blake very much. As she approached, bugs jumped on her piano. Look, they're on her piano. Play something, Blake exclaimed. Tori quickly sat at the piano and played a song for the bugs. Blake raised his hand and began to conduct his friends. Look at the grasshopper and crickets. And the cicadas, giggled Blake. Tori, I am the conductor of the insect ballet. See, there were all the insects dancing. When they were done, all the insects took a bow and handed Tori a pink rose. Thank you, she said, and she pushed the pink rose into her hair. Oh, they thanked her with a rose. Aww. Oh, where is she going to go next with this piano? Let's see. Okay, we're all ready? Okay, here we go. With a newfound appreciation for the bugs, Tori made her way to the farmer's market to see her best friend, Anna. Her family had a yummy bakery stand there. And there's Anna right there. I've been up something. Uh-oh. Anna was frosting cupcakes, Tori's favorite. Her eyes lit up when she saw Tori and her new piano. Ah, Tori, you're taking your piano for a walk? I sure am, Tori said. Anna knew Tori would never, excuse me. Anna knew Tori well and was never surprised by what she got up to. Let's see. When Tori got closer to see what Anna was making, something spectacular happened. All the frosting, all the spices, and the ingredients popped into the air and floated around Anna. Without missing a beat, she grabbed them. Tori, please underscore this moment, Anna shouted. Tori sat at the piano and played a rollicking rondo suitable for the very best cupcakes. And if you look here on the bag of flour, you can see it says Baker Baker Flour. That's a reference to another song of the author's off of her CD called Under the Pink by a song called Baker Baker. And we usually think of a nursery rhyme, but it's not. This is for after her song Baker Baker. And then Anna handed Tori a marvelous looking treat. Pink peppermint marshmallow icing with a cherry on top, just for you, said Anna. Ooh, does that sound yummy? I'm not into mint, or peppermint, but marshmallow and some Rice Krispies. Okay, I could get down. Uh-oh. Let's see where she's gonna go next. She's meeting her next friend. Okay, ready? Okay. Tori decided to take her piano through the market while she ate her cupcake. But she wasn't happy to see her former friend Spike. They didn't get along too well. Oh, that's sad. Especially since he got so serious about his surfing. The moment she saw Spike, she placed her precious cupcake on her piano. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going on with Spike. Let's keep going. Tori took a deep breath. Hi, Spike. How's surfing? Spike never smiled anymore. I came in second place at this competition this morning. Oh, excuse me, we'll read it again. I said that wrong. I came in second in the competition this morning. Congratulations, she said. For what? Second best is nothing than first worst. Tori couldn't believe what she was hearing. You know what, Spike? I remember when you didn't care about winning because you had so much fun out there with the waves. And just like that, Spike dropped his pink snow cone. Tori left Spike to wonder if he'd ever find fun surfing again. Oh no. So you can't see when you don't think about winning, that's when you do your best. You can't because when your mind's always on winning, it just you have to have fun with what you do. You gotta have fun. Was there a muse that could help him with that? She hoped so. Aw, look at this. There's an umbrella on the piano. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, let's keep going. We're getting into this, right? Okay. As the rain washed over her, she realized what time it was and that her dad would be back soon. Tori raced home with her piano. She was worried. She hadn't practiced any of her songs for the recital, but she had learned so much today, and she hoped he would understand. She wasn't sure about that, but she also knew the rain could bring change. It often did. How would Dad feel about the new piano, especially a big pink one that floats? She hoped that this one could turn a page in their story, and suddenly she felt excited. Her word for scared and excited all at the same time. And if you saw the piano in the very beginning of the story, the little peeps, this one right here, that's based on the one she had growing up. Sorry, that was my clock. It's 4:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast in Pennsylvania. Allegheny County, 30 minutes outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. That's well, you don't need to know, but that's the end of the area where I'm at, so sorry if the clock banged. Let's see what else is going to happen. She still has her cupcake, look. Oh, oh, something's happening. Tori ran in the house where the Muses waited for her. Hey there, sweetie. How's your day been? Oh, magnificent, she said, a bit breathless. I saw my favorite cats, and I realized that Blake's Muses are his beautiful bugs, and they danced an insect ballet for me while I played for them. And Anna's Muses are her ingredients, and they flew into her hand while she made the most delicious, scrumptious cake. The Muses smiled at their sweet tea. I think maybe we all understand our Muses a bit better, Tori said. And then I saw Spike, she said forlorn. I couldn't really see his Muses, not yet at least. Well, said the Muses, you have one more chance to help someone today. And they pointed to the front door. Oh, uh-oh, Dad's home. Oh no, oh no. Let's see. Now, there's another Easter egg right here. It's cornflakes. She has a song also on Under the Paint called Cornflake Girl. And this is where the cornflake Easter egg comes in. So, Dad's jaw dropped when he walked in. Tori yelling, how in the world did you get this huge piano in the living room? A huge pink piano, said Tori, smirking. How did you do this? He asked. Before she could answer, he scratched his head. Said, the Muses do this. Yes, Dad, she said. The Muses can do anything, even for you. Uh-oh. And look, there's one of the Muses. That's it. And then there's a reindeer. Reindeer ear, yeah. And if you also look at some of the Muses, they have some of her shoes that she wears. Our author's shoes that she has. She has a fabulous shoe collection. best shoes ever. I say she has the best shoe game ever. So, uh-oh. It's gonna play something. And it's riding him. Uh-oh. What's going on? We gotta keep reading. Dad, Tori asked, can I play what I learned today? It's a song inspired by my day with the Muses. Before he could insist that she play her assignment, she began. She's starting to play. Suddenly, she could see the music wash over her father, and his face lit up. Tori, he exclaimed, and for the first time, I can actually hear the numbers in your music. His eyes grew wide and he lifted his arms, moving to the rhythm. Oh, look, he's singing the music just as she's singing it. Uh-oh. Total dance party. Look at the huge thing that's broken out. Uh-oh, let's see. I think numbers are my muses, her father exclaimed. Music can't exist without math. That's very true. There's 3/4 time, there's 3/16, there's all these different, numbers and notes and how long to play them and, what's the beat and all that stuff. Tori shouted. I can't exist without you, Tori. Dad, she said, her heart filling with love. I'm so happy you found them. Isn't this so much fun? It's the most fun, Tori, he said. Please thank the Muses for me. Tori looked at her father with a big smile. Dad, you just did. The end. Yeah. And there's our author right there. This was when she was on tour, the latest tour, 22, 23. This is the author right here, or the illustrator. That's what she looks like. Yay! And this was Tori and the Muses by Tori Amos, my favorite serial on the whole entire planet since 1986, with illustrations by Dementia Hutchins. Yay! We did it, Digital Peeps! I hope you have enjoyed that story. Like I said, I put the caveats, the link to the website if you want to check out all the lyrics to the songs and everything. And then I'll put the Spotify link because you can stream the music to this. Like I said, you can only get it digitally. And if you get it off of iTunes and you put it into a playlist, you can burn it onto a CD. There's only 9 songs on there. And you can stream it wherever you stream music, like Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify. I'll put the link to the Spotify, to the album on Spotify so you can go check it out, show it some love. Go listen to it. It's very cute. It's so her, but it's very kid-esque. So, I hope you have enjoyed me reading Tori and the Muses by my favorite person, illustrated by Dementia Hutchins, and it's by Tori Amos. So I hope you love that. I hope you enjoy that, Digital Peeps. Signing off now, Digital Peeps. Bye. It's your storytime reader, Ms. mkgtweety. So when I read stories, I'm Ms. mkgtweety. Wear my little librarian new shirt. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye, Digital Peeps. Love and lippy. Bye.